So Dan has the U-joint fitted into the what do we call this again?
Yoke.
The yoke. And it's he's going to be working on this today, and then hopefully we can get the drive shaft installed. Dad's just doing a quick power test on the interior light before we forget.
No power coming to the length.
So Dad's ready to put the yoke back in, and he's just giving it a little grease here.
I gotta put some grease on so the seal doesn't get damaged.
Okay. Just pounding it back into place ever so gently.
You have to have 4 or 5 turns on the thread, see? That's why I didn't put the washer on right away.
Okay.
Because if you only got 1 or 2 threads, it could pull out, eh? Take this out and clean it up a bit so that I can get the nut off after.
Okay.
This nut has been fucked with quite a bit, so I'm going to just clean it all up.
Okay, so that's been cleaned up.
Quite a bit of backlash. It's supposed to be 5 to 7 thou.
Okay.
And it's got a lot more than that, but I'm not overhauling that diff.
Okay.
First of all, I don't have parts, and this is an original old Chrysler diff. It would be very hard to get parts.
Well, we also know it's thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to overhaul this thing, and
well, the last one we done cost over $5,000 for the axles and everything.
I think it was actually closer to 6, but and there's only one shop in the entire city that does it too. So if Dad's satisfied with this, we're going to attach the yoke and the U-bolts and the drive shaft.
It up and tap it into place, and I'll put the bolts in.
Okay.
Now when we tap that one, I want you to tap on that side a little bit and this side a little bit, so that it kind of goes in even.
Okay. So Dad's got the caps for the U-bolts now, and we're going to attach those. Yes.
See how it's sitting in there?
Yeah.
And these are on the inside. I have to clean them all up so they fit properly.
Okay, so this was a 3-hour episode yesterday, and this was just in 1 minute we got this sorted out. So sometimes you got to pull everything out and just do it on the table.
These grease nipples right there, easy to get at. New grease in the bearing, it should be good.
The guy's just putting the bolts back in.
The U-bolts, or the bolts and the U-clamps. Perfect. Okay, somebody had screwed with these before and lost one of these little bolts, see?
Yeah.
They're fine thread, 1/4 inch, but one takes a 7/16 head and the other one a 3/8.
Oh, wow.
Just goes to show you that they weren't too particular, whoever it was.
This is one of Dad's pet peeves, is guys taking the simplest of replacements. They'll go out of their way to use something different so that it doesn't work for the next guy.
This.
Go to the bolt bin, just grab whatever you got.
Oh, go to the combine and find one.
Yeah.
Worse yet, anything to screw it up. I'm sure that old Bombardier didn't go and put different size bolts in to make it handy for service.
Well, he also stamped everything with Bombardier, so you knew exactly it was Bombardier parts.
Okay, pissed around, pissed with this kind of Mickey Mouse goddamn work.
So you're quite satisfied now with the U-bolts?
Yep.
Okay.
You mean with the yoke? I mean the crush?
Everything here.
Yeah. See, I can get in here to grease it. Another thing you gotta watch is you put the U-bolt in, or the U-clamp and the cross shaft, you gotta be able to get in there to grease it.
Yeah.
Or not.
There's a little U-bolt grease nipple right here at the tip of my finger. Dad's pointing it out. So make sure you grease that.
And you have to put the cross in properly because it's here you can't get at it. Very handy that you have to get in there. See that?
There you go.
These, there's different options, eh? There's one there that doesn't fit.
Okay.
This is what they call needle.
Yep.
Okay. You, the light so you can see. See that little button there?
Yep.
Okay. You press into that and that'll grease the, if you have a place that's hard to grease, eh?
Okay. Okay.
That's that light grease. I'm gonna pump and just show you. See?
Yeah.
So all this shit is available. There's no such thing as you can't, or damn near no such thing as you can't grease it. There are all kinds of applications.
What if you don't want to grease it?
Then leave it for the next guy.
That's an inside joke between Dad and I right now. There was somebody recently who didn't want to do any greasing for 2.5 years, so.
Yep.
And then wondering why their equipment's not working.
No, I did check that diff, but I'm going to check it again.
Okay.
Okay, now, say you couldn't get the grease gun in there to grease it, eh?
Okay.
At least put a little bit of grease on your finger and dab the button so it looks like it was greased.
Oh, okay. So Dad's gonna check the diff again here. He checked it months ago now, but he's just double checking.
Double checking before we close up here. Well, you should be able to touch it with your finger.
That's good.
I'm gonna put some more in until this,
Dribbling out.
until it's right to the top. It's just about there. I think what happened is it run into the bearing, so it's down a wee bit because that's how the.
We also had it running outside, so
Yeah.
it could have just exactly what Dad said, run into the bearings. So now we're just gonna do the
Because that's how
top
the
off.
wheel bearings are lubricating.
So Dad's gonna put some 80-90 gear oil in here, just to top it up a little bit.
pretty sure it's right there.
So Dad was just saying, as he was tightening up that plug, it only gets tightened to 10 pounds of torque. So you don't have to over torque it. So now that we've got this done, Dad's going to finish off the rest down here. He's going to attach the brake.
Yep.
And so he's got a couple hours more work there, and he's got to put in this square tubing in for a brace. And we're hoping to get this wrapped up soon. Dad's getting back to one-man task in here, and that is
See how much room we got now
lots. Yeah,
on the slip yoke.
yeah, I saw that earlier.
Okay, now next is this one. That sits like that, and then I'm going to weld
Okay.
and position this where it has to be.
Okay, well, I had to run to town to get some stuff for Dad. This is where he's at. Looks like he's got the brake on, and I still got a little bit of welding to do here, but this is coming along nicely, and hopefully going to get this back to the customer right away. Your cat wants to play. You've got no time for the cat's shenanigans this morning, eh?